Sa video natin ngayon, before we will solve this problem using the substitute member method, imo-model muna natin sa SWFAA 2D frame para alam na natin yung reaction saka yung forces sa members natin. So we have this truss. Ito. Imo-model natin yan. Now dito sa app natin, it's ideal to start sa origin talaga. So sa coordinates 0, 0. So yan yung A natin. So add tayo ng node. Press mo lang to. Yan. And then, wait lang. Remove ko lang to. Ito, merong delete button. Yan. So add tayo ng node sa 0, 0. Diyan. So ito yung nag-act as joint A. So yung joints pala natin, yan yung lalagyan natin ng node. So meron tayong joint sa A, C, F, E, D, saka B. Yan. So next, we have joint C. For joint C, at 0 siya, x equals 0, height niya naman is, ito, 2 meters. So, 0 saka 2 meters. Yan. This is joint C. And then, at 8 meters along X, we have joint B. So, punta tayo dito, and then, 8. Yan, 0 yung height. And then, the same, we also have another joint right here, which is joint D. This one. And then, at 4 meters, we have joint F. Still at a height of 2 meters. So, eto, 4, saka 2. Yan. And then, we have joint E. Now, yung joint E, it requires a bit of calculation kasi hindi natin alam yung length ng member na to. Yan. We are only given an angle with respect to the vertical axis. This one, 60 degrees. Now, di ba, along the same line yan, eto, so, we can draw a broken line para mas makita nyo yung triangle. So, consider natin to. This triangle. So, considering this triangle, yung naka-highlight, di ba, we have 60 degrees. So, that will be our reference angle. Then, CF is opposite to this angle. And then, EF naman is adjacent to it. So, we can use the tangent function. So, tangent pala of 60 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, CF, which is equal to 4 meters, divided by EF. So, yan. Therefore, EF is, ano pala, 4 divided by tan 60. Pag isolve nyo yan. So, 4 divided by tan 60, we have 2.31 approximately. Yan. So, the location of joint E is at 4 meters along X, and along Y, we have 2 plus 2.31. So, ilalagay ko na lang, itong height na to is 2.31 meters. Yan. So, 4.31 yung total height niya. So, di ba, di nyo makikita yung coordinates niya. So, zoom in nyo lang. So, zoom tayo to an interval of ano ba yan? 4.31. So, scroll up tayo. We have 4.3. And then, zoom nyo na lang to decrease the interval. Ito, meron na tayong 4.31. So, that corresponds to 4 meters along X, this one. So, 4 saka 4.31. Yan. Zoom out natin and then let's connect the nodes. Ayan. So, we have we have a trust member, AC. Press trust element. Frame element naman kapag frame or beam. And then, ito kapag trusses. So, add trust element. Click this node and this one para mag-connect sila. And then, meron din tayong connection for member AD. So, add trust element, this one and this one. Yan. And then, BC or CB, add trust element, connect natin to. And then, meron tayong AF saka BF. So, add tayo ng trust element from here up to here. Saka ito. Then, we have member BD. So, vertical member yan. This one. Then, we have member CE saka DE. So, we will connect this node dito. And also this one sa node 5. So, ito na yung trust natin. And then, meron tayong hinge support at A. So, dito ka lang. Ito yung support icon. Press this one. Add tayo ng hinge or pin support. Yan. So, just press this node. So, meron na tayong hinge dyan. And then, sa B naman, we have a roller support. So, press this. Then, roller. Lagyan natin ng roller support. Now, yung angle is the inclination of the roller support. So, since walang inclination yan, add lang natin agad. Yan. And then, lalagyan na natin ng loads. By the way, meron palang member EF. Kung makikita nyo, analysis failed. Check model. Meaning yan is unstable yung trust natin. So, we have to add this element. Yan. And then, we have two forces P acting at joint C saka E. Now, hindi ko pa na-indicate sa problem. So, sasabihin ko na lang na P is equal to 30 kilonewtons. Yan. So, dito tayo. Add tayo ng nodal point load to establish loads na nag-act talaga sa joint. So, press the node kung saan nag-act yung load. And then, dito, naka-keeps yung load ko. But, it will not affect our solution kasi pag naka-keeps yan, i-ratio niya lang naman. So, di magbabago yung forces in members. Yung magbabago lang is the deflection in trusses. So, I will just retain keeps kasi masyadong mahaba na pag i-change natin yung loadings. So, ito na lang. Sasabihin ko 30 kips. Ayan. And then, the angle of inclination, di ba, 90 yan. Ito yung convention natin sa up. Ito yung 90 degrees acting downward. Then, this is 180. Ito yung 270 acting upward. And then, 0 degrees is acting to the left or 360 degrees. Now, our force P is acting downward and to the right. Ibig sabihin, andito siya sa quadrant na to. Yan. Diyan yung P. Now, di ba, perpendicular yan sa member CE. If this is 60 degrees, then this is 30 degrees. Now, 30 degrees plus 90 degrees kasi this is perpendicular, magiging 120 yung total. So, if this is 120 pala in total, ibig sabihin merong 90 dito, then dito naman merong 30. So, 90 plus 30, yan yung inclination ng force P. So, lalagyan natin ng 120. Yan. So, press save. Meron na tayong force. Ito. And then, again, just disregard the units. It won't affect our solutions. Then, dito tayo sa joint 5. Meron din tayong 30 kN. Yan, P. Acting perpendicular pa rin sa member CE. So, this is still 120 degrees. So, ito na yung reactions natin. Ito naman yung forces ng members. So, ayan, 27 yung reaction dito. Then, to the left, 30 kips. And then, ito yung reaction, member force ng AC. 34.64. Yan. And then, pag merong C, ibig sabihin compression. Then, kapag T, ibig sabihin tension. So, meron na tayong values. Screenshot ko na lang. Ayan. So, ito yung babasehan natin mamaya. So, ito na yung forces. Now, essentially, itong mga members na to, this one, and also this one, they are zero force members. Now, hindi lang siya nag-zero exactly kasi nag-approximate lang kasi tayo sa length nito. Kasi diba, alam natin na it should be 2.309. But ginamit natin is only 2.31 for this length. Yan, so kaya, hindi siya exact talaga. Papakita ko na lang yan mamaya.